All right. Now here we go. So yeah, fractions they're pretty much straightforward. They function like normal numbers, but they're fractions. They have a numerator at the top and denominator at the bottom. And how would you add half and a fourth? How would you go about adding this?
You have to simplify. So 1 out of 2 is just basically 1/2. So
Right,
you,
1/2. And how about 1/4?
yeah, and so 1 out of 2 could be 2 out of 4.
Right.
So that means 3 out of 4.
Yep, good job. That is correct. How would you add 2/3 and 1/6? What would you do?
3/6.
2/3 plus 1/6. That's not 3/6.
Wait, no, it's 4/6.
No, yeah, 2/3 is 4/6, and then plus 1/6 again. That will be 5/6, right? Now, let's look at question number 6 for a bit. So in 6a, what is the missing number for the first blank? It will be,
I think 2.
yeah, right, because 1/4 is the same as 2/8, right? So now, what will be the bottom blank if the top one's 2?
5.
Right, 5/8. Let's see. How about 6b? 2/3 plus 1/9. What will be the first blank on 6b?
6 out of 9.
Yep. Good job. It's 6 out of 9. Then what would the bottom blank be if the top one is 6? 6/9 plus 1/9.
7 out of 9.
Right. So we can see that fractions, they're pretty much just like normal numbers, except sometimes you have to make sure they have the same bottom number or the denominator, right? So yeah, how about let's do let's just look at, I don't know. Choose one question from number 9. I'm only gonna go over one of them. Choose one. Any choices? If not, I'm just gonna choose a random one.
Either one is fine.
Your one's fine. All right, let's just do 9i. 9i. 3/4 plus 1/12. What would that be?
10 out of 12.
10 out of 12.
Yeah.
Right. And bonus question: what would you simplify it to? 10 over 12.
4 out of 12.
No, 10 out of 12. Right. So 10
You
out of
have to
12.
You have to multiply 4 times 3, so you have to multiply 3
Right.
out of 4 by 3.
Right. So it's
Then you have to add.
right. So it's 9 out of 12, right? You have to multiply both the top and the bottom. So you have top is 3 times 3 is 9, and bottom 4 times 3 is 12, right? So top you have 9. So now you have 9/12 plus 1/12, which is 10/12, right? And 10/12 can be simplified to 5/6 because you divide both the top and bottom by 2. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions? No?
No.
All right. Now, how would you do subtraction? As you can probably guess, it is pretty much the same thing, right? Let's look at question number 1. It's asking 4/5 minus 3/5. What would that be? Just 1/5, right? Because 4 minus 3 is 1. Let's- Subtract 3/10 from 1. What would that be? So 1 is 10 over 10, right? It's 10/10 minus 3 over 10. What would that be? That would be 10 minus 3 equals 7 over 10, right?
So
Now let's look at 3.
Or
Subtract,
8.
yeah. Any questions? Yeah. Did you have a question? If you're saying something, you're muted. Okay. So yeah, 1 subtracts 3 over 10 from 1. You can see 1 is 10 over 10. So 10 over 10 subtract 3 over 10.
7 out of 10.
Right. That is exactly right. Now let's look at question number 3. Subtract 1/8 from 5/8. So what would that be? 5 over 8 minus 1 over 8?
4
4 over 8, right? 4/8.
Yeah.
So what would that be equal to?
8 out of 16. Or 1
Right,
out of 2.
right. We will want to simplify it to 1 out of 2. So the rule for simplifying fractions is that if you can divide the top and bottom both by something, then you do that. For example, 4 over 8, you can both divide by 4. So you just divide by 4 and get 1/2, right? All right. Wanna give 4h a try? 4h. Subtract 9/10 from 1.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Right. Good job. How about, let's see.
Is this a Z or 2 or 5?
2.
How about 4D,
40 is 2 out of 4,
which is?
which is 1, 2, 1.5.
Well, yeah, it's
Half.
half. Right, right. Good job. All right. Now let's, yeah. So subtractions, pretty much same thing as addition. To do any addition or subtraction, you have to make the bottom number the same, right? So for example, 1/2, you would write it as 4 over 8. And then subtract 1 out of 8, you'll get 3 out of 8. Is that clear so far? You have to make the bottom number the same to do anything with fractions. So how would you do subtract half from 7 over 8? You will first make half into 4 over 8, right? So you have 7 over 8 minus half equals 7 over 8 minus 4 over 8, which is,
3 out of 8.
right, precisely. So similarly, what would the blank on 7a be for the first blank? 3/4 is equal to what over 8?
That would be.
First blank of 7a.
6.
Right. So then what will be the result be? 6/8 minus 1/8.
5 out of 8.
5 out
Right.
of 8.
Yay, we have it right. How about no, I'm not gonna make you guys do 7b. Seems like you guys already know it pretty well. Right? Are we confident in fractions?
All right. I haven't done fraction for like a year.
I see.
Me too.
I see. So it's a good review, right? What did you say? All right, let's just pick one. Yeah, let's do 10i. 5/6 minus 7/12.
Hmm. I think that would be like 1 and 112 or 2 6.
Nope.
Hmm?
10i. All right, we're going to go through it a bit.
Hmm.
All right, let's see. Where's the white?
Hold on.
So we have, let's see. We have 5/6 minus 7/12, right? That's the question. So then we will have 10/12, right? Because when you make the bottom number the same. No, what would that be?
Hmm?
Uh,
Oh, 3 out of 12.
right. Which is, you can simplify it. What would that be?
Into
6 out of 12. No. 6 out of 24.
Right, but that's not simplifying. If you're multiplying them, you have to divide something out, right?
2 6.
Hmm?
2 6.
Nope. 3. It's actually 1/4.
1/4. Oh.
Right, because it's not 2 6. Because like if you if you divide the bottom number by 2, for example, we have 6 at the bottom, right? Then the top would be 3 divided by 2. Now, what is that? I don't know. Not a whole number, not a clean number,
Oh, wait, no.
right?
Mhm.
Is it all clear so far? Like,
Mhm.
pretty good. All right, nice. So yeah, fractions, they're kind of tricky sometimes. They'll catch you off
Yes.
guard. If you don't be careful, they'll just screw you up all over. So just be careful when you're doing fractions, especially with just make sure that the bottom number is the same. Practice 3a. Oh no, a whole page of practices, but it's okay. You guys are not doing all of this. Pick.
Are we going to do any of the questions or no?
Yeah, we are just picking a few.
Okay. Oh, this is add or subtract. Okay.
Yeah, it's adding or subtract. It's the same thing.
Can you
that we've done.
multiply too?
Yeah, you can, but not yet. We're not going through
Yeah.
that just yet. You can.
That's probably be in like 6th, 5th, 7th grade.
Yeah, multiplying works a bit different from addition and subtraction.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go over that probably a little later. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do 3b on the first page. 3b. 2/3
That
plus
is
1/3.
3.
One.
Hmm.
1. 3 out of 3.
Yeah. 3
Oh,
out of
yeah.
3 is 1, right? Yep. How about 3C? 2/9 plus 5/9.
7/9.
Right, good job. All right, would you like to choose a problem to do? Like for us to do? Anything from the first page?
Wait. Yeah, I want to draw the 40 over there.
Yep. Would you like to choose a question for us to do?
Wait, what did you say again?
Would you like to choose a question for us to do?
A word question?
Yeah, choose one of the word questions on the first page.
6.
All right, Sally ate an eighth of a cake and her sister ate 3/8 of it. What fraction of the cake did they eat altogether?
4/8.
4 out of
Yeah.
8.
Right,
4 out of 8.
which is what would that
A half.
right, half precisely. It is a half. Let's see.
What?
All right. Let's look at number 9. Fatima baked a pie. She ate 1/6 of the pie and gave 3/6 of the pie to her friends.
2/6.
Subtractions, yeah, 2/6, which you can simplify it. What would that be?
2/6 would be 1/3.
Yeah, a third. Yeah. Good job.
Or 2/12, right? I think.
Right, but we will write 1/3.
Yeah.
Now let's look at
Look
another one of those. Let's look at on the second page, 1A. 7/8 minus 3/4.
I got 2 wrong.
Wait, what number and what letter?
1A. 1A on the second page.
That'd be 1/4.
Nope. It's actually not 1/4.
Hmm.
Carefully look at it. 3/4. What would that be if you were to make it the bottom number 8? It will be 6/8, right?
6/8.
Right, for 3/4. Because you can multiply 3 by 2 and multiply 4 by
1
2.
out of 8. 1 out of 8.
Right, it is 1 out of 8.
1 out of 8. Oh,
Right, because
I get it.
yeah. 3/4 it's 6/8, and 7/8 minus 6/8 is 1/8.
Yeah.
Right. How about 3A? 1/6 minus 1/12.
3A.
3A on the second page.
9/12.
Nope.
Hmm.
3A. That's yeah.
1/6.
1/6 minus 1/12.
Wait, so it's not 9/12.
That is not 9/12.
2/6.
No, not that either.
1 out of 4. 1 out of 4.
Nope. All right, let's go over that.
Hmm.
See, all right, so we have
Is it
1/6 minus
1/4?
1/12. Nope, not 1/4 either. So we have this, right? So first of all, what would be the first step?
Subtract?
No, before that. What do we do for every single problem?
Multiply.
Right. Speed more six. What do we multiply?
Or 1 and 6.
Right. 1/6. We have to turn that into something that we can subtract. Right. We have to make the bottom number the same. It is very important. So we will make the bottom number the same. So what will be a top B for 1/6?
10, 12.
No, it's not 10 12s.
2, 6.
Right. No, it's 2 12s. It's not
Oh.
2 6. Right. Because you can make. So basically,
I still don't get it though.
Yeah. So basically, what you do, you just do this, right?
I'm really
Hmm.
not supposed to multiply.
Well, 1/6. Well, actually, it's a fraction, right? So what do fraction mean? It's really just. I mean, 1/6 is really just 1 divided by 6, right? Right. So do we all get this part? It's just 1 divided by 6. 1/6. So yeah. So then you can do times 2 divided by 2. That'll be the same, right? And then you arrange it, rearrange it, you get. Do we all agree so far? Or are we all
If
agree?
it would have been in 6, if would have it been 1 6?
If it's 1 divided by 6.
If you divide one by 2, it's just 0.5.
Right.
I don't think you can do that in fractions.
No. You decimals in fractions.
Oh, decimals, yeah.
Yeah, you have decimals or fractions. You can't really write like decimals in fractions like 0.50 or something. That's just not very. It's not very
Simple.
useful, and you wouldn't do it either. Right. So, but basically, 1/6 is the same as 1 divided by 6. They're equal. Sounds good so far. 1 divided by 6 is 1/6. That's what fractions are invented for. Because what would you get if you do 1 divided by 6? Do the long division.
1 out of 6?
Yeah, like if you just do 1 divided by 6 with long division, so you
Sit.
get 1/6. So you can't get anything, right?
Oh yeah, true. It's impossible.
And then you drop a 1 here, you drop a 0 down here. 10 by 6 is 1, and then you go 6, right? You just like, you see where's this going?
Yes.
It's going infinite, right?
Yeah, it's gonna go just infinite 6.
0.16666 infinitely. So you can't write it all in decimal, can you? Like, not really.
Like, it's just impossible.
Right. So that is what fractions are invented for. They're for writing things that you normally can't write in decimal. So instead of writing that, you just write 1 divided by 6 equals 1/6. Yay. Right. So what is 1/6 equal to? 1 divided by 6. It will be equal to
Out of 12.
2 divided by 12, right?
Which is 6.
Do we agree? 2
Mhm.
divided by 12.
Yes.
It's still 1/6.
Mhm.
Which,
But still, it still
according
has a number
to
6.
according to our logic, 1 divided by 6 was 1/6. So 2 divided by 12 would be
A 6. One
Yeah.
whole.
but it will be also okay. No, right. It will be also be 2/12, right? Because you know this. So we have this, and is this clear? We have
Oh, okay.
right. So this is also division. You can also write it as a fraction, right? And now we go there. go back to this, we have, let's see. So are we all clear how 1/6 is over to 2/12? Do we have questions so far? Anything? So yeah, so this would be just okay, let me get this out of the way. So then we know that it's 2/12 and minus 1/12. What would that be? That would be just 1/12, right? 2 minus 1 equals 1. Questions? Anything? Please ask if you have questions. Otherwise, I won't know if you have questions. All right. Take a picture or screenshot if you need, because I'm probably gonna clear it. All right, let's go back to the slides. So similarly, how would you do 3b? 3/8 minus 1/4. What would that be? Using pretty much the same method as before. 3b, 3/8 minus 1/4.
A half.
Nope, it's not a
Oh.
half. 3/8 minus 1/4. Okay, so 1/4, what would that be equal to?
1/4 would be 1.5.
Nope. 1/4 is not 1/2.
Oh,
Right.
no. Sorry, in eighths, it would have been 2.
Yeah. So it would be 2/8, right? 4/4.
Oh.
Right. You multiply both the
No,
top and
the
bottom
4
by 2.
doesn't really do anything. It's the 1 that does something.
Right. You have to.
Oh,
So
okay.
fractions 1/4, you can't just change it to 1/8. You have to change it to 2/8. Because
Oh,
1/4
I get
it's
you.
1 divided by 4, right?
One out of 8.
Right. It is 1 all of 8. So let's go over that as well, just for a bit. This one's actually a bit simpler to go through. Right. So first of all, what is 1/4? Just like if you were to calculate it out.
It's 2 out of 8 because 1 minus 3 equals 2, but the 4 doesn't really do anything.
Right.
The 1 is just subtracting the 3.
Right. So once again, how would we know that 1/4 is equal to 2/8, right? So first of all, what is 1/4? If you were to calculate out 1 divided by 4.
1/4 is in eighths, it would have been 2/8.
Right. But if you were to calculate it like this part, the decimal, you do long division, 1 divided by 4, 0, and then you add a
Oh, that would have been 0.44444.
nope, that is not the case. Looking at it, so you have this, right? We do long division, all right? Do we know how to do long division?
Yes.
All right, so this will be 2, agree? Now you go here, you have 8, 2, 0, 4, 5 here. There you go. 0.25 decimals. So then what will be 2/8? It would be the same thing. Wanna see how it's the same thing? So yeah, let's go over that. So we have 2 divided by 8, right? So first of all, 8 doesn't go into 2. Just put 0. Have 2, 16, 4. So
And
yeah.
it's just gonna go on and on and on.
Nope, it stops. It goes to 0.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not every single division goes on and on.
Okay.
Right. So 0.25 times 4. what would that be?
Wait, what did you say again?
Like 0.25 times 4.
Oh, let's 1.
Right. So 1 divided by 4 would be 0.25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, which is equal to 1/4, right? That is how we define fractions. 1/4 is equal to 1 divided by 4.
Mm-hmm.
But 2/8 is also equal to 0.25. So
Because it's just
right,
like longer technically,
right. It's technically longer. You could do 1
and
times
and
2
then it could be
divided by
hold
4
on,
divided by
and
2, right? And then you do equals 1 times 2 divided by parentheses 4 times 2, right?
yeah. But if we were in 16s, it would have been 4 out of 16.
Right. But for this question, we have 8
And
at the bottom
8/30.
for this one. So we would do
Yeah,
right.
we're just doing this simplified.
Yeah, just basically make the fraction so that you can actually do subtraction and addition. So
Okay.
2 divided by 8 is equal to 1 divided by 4. So we have this, right? So then what would the answer would just now the answer would be 1/8, right? Because it's 1/4 once again is equal to 3 divided by 8. So once again, fractions are another way to write division. Right? Do we all agree that
Yes.
1 divided by 4 is equal to 1 times
Yes.
2 divided by 4 times 2, right? Do we agree this property? This is kind of very important. So yeah, in fact, it's equal to like basically anything. Like 1 times anything, just giving any number, for example, 9, right?
Okay.
Like you can do anything as long as they're the same, right? These numbers, which is just like multiply the top and bottom by the same number. Are we good? Do you have any questions? I know this is kind of confusing. Any questions? All right. So are we clear how this is done now? Or do you have questions? How about let's go through 3C.
3C, okay.
Yep, 4/5 minus 3/10.
1/5.
Let's see. Nope, that is not.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
4/5 minus 3/10. All right. Let's see. 4/5 minus 3/10. Would you like to give it a try? Like write it out.
Hmm.
Would you like to write it out? Just like
Is it 5/10 one whole?
Yeah, it is. So once again, 4/5. That is, what is it?
Wait, what did 4 and 5?
4/5. What would that be?
8,
5 out of 10.
8, 10, and then minus the 3.
I think
Yeah,
it's 5 out of 10. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. Yep. Which
Wait, so for for the fraction for fifths,
Yeah.
it would have been 0.25. Wait, no.
No.
Yeah, it's 2.25, right?
For which one?
No, I mean no. I'm getting confused. 2.5.
Like 4/5?
And for fifths,
For fifths?
yeah.
Like 1/5?
Yeah.
That is 0.2.
Oh,
The letter that comes first should have tone.
Yeah, 1/5. Once again, 5 doesn't go
Okay.
into 1, so it's 0. And then you put a 0 here, right? Decimal point. And that's just 2. And then so it's 0.2.
0.2.
Right. So like, yeah. Once again, fractions. They're just a neat way to write things, because like you see decimals is messy, right? So once again, you have 4/5 is equal to 8/10, which then will be it will be also equal to 12 over something. What would that be at the bottom? 4/5 would be equal to 8/10, which is equal to 12 over
15.
right, and equal to 16 over what would that be? 20, right?
20.
So yeah, you see, it's if you multiply the top and bottom by the same thing, you get the same number. But if the bottom number is not the same, then you cannot do addition or subtraction. Because if you have just 4/5 minus 3/10, you can't really do it. You have to do 8/10 minus 3/10. Questions? Or are we kind of okay? All right, let's see. 5C, 1 minus a fifth minus 3/10.
Which one?
5C.
2/5.
No, let me look at that for a moment. That is not 2/5.
Okay.
我看到是我发那张呀，
So like, let me see.
那是要是打
2/5.
No. Right. So what would be the first step?
I know.
0. No.
No, you will make everything have the same bottom number, right? So for in this case, we'll take 10. So what is 1 equal to?
1 equal to
I think it's 8 out of 10.
Nope, it is not 8/10 either.
Hmm.
This question is very confusing. So first of all, do we agree that 1?
Very.
Yeah.
Is
Do we
it?
agree that 1 is 10/10? Do you agree? 10/10 is 1?
第一种
Yeah,
1
it
out of
is.
10? Probably 1 out of 10.
Nope. It's not 1 out of 10. Let's just
10
step
out
by
of 10?
step. Let's do this together. 1 is equal to 10
1
over
whole
10.
is equals
Yeah.
10 out of 10 or
1
5 out of 5.
Right, but we will write it 10/10. Now, what is 1/5 equal to? If we were to write it something
10
out of 10,
minus
something out of 10.
考试日子那个好拿是吧？
blinked.
他说吗？
What would
Okay,
this
so
be?
210
一
Right,
个是最贵的，知道我。
and then this just goes here, right?
minus 310. 5. 5.
水果的9000多一
510.
5/5? 5/10? Right.
Is it half? Yes.
Yep. 10 minus
So it's
2
half.
is 8, right?
It's very confusing.
Right, it's very confusing. And this turns out to be
Oh,
half.
they're multiplying it by 2
没有，最
Right.
主要是
for the 1
1
5.
1/5, you multiply both the top and bottom by 2. So you get something that you can calculate with. Right.
Okay.
Wanna know something even more confusing?
What?
How would you do this?
我其实是比较喜欢后面两款，我觉得比较沉稳一点。
1-1.
不是，为啥呀？
Nah,
那个
it's this question is very, very
格
tricky.
林尼治写的那个，
I'll give you a hint.
Out of 2.
嗯，
I didn't.
Oh, 212.
4800那个，
Right,
那个我觉得
which is 1/6. So this will
212,
be
right?
题的话主要是，
no.
我觉得其实有些男的戴黑皮的也挺好看。
3, 4.
Wait, did I screw something up?
112.
Right.
那个爱马仕就说了，我不卖
This is very
Oh.
confusing, right? So
So the
1/3,
so you multiply the bottom,
right?
and then you just make the the top just stay the same.
对啊，
Technically, just make it as 1.
Right. So do you agree like this part?
那
1/3 equals 412, and 1/4 equals 3. Oh, okay.
Right. So you plug this in here, and you plug this in here. Then now you can calculate it, right? But as you can see, it's very confusing. It's not very clear how you do it, right? And in this case, you can't do it in decimal either. Like you can't just do 1/3, right? Because that's just like, I don't know. This is the one that goes on forever.
就往后可能看到有小姑，
Yeah.
我是不知道，他老公是这样子。
Do we? Yeah. So any questions?
所以说，
All right.
问题是呢，
5/8 again.
马圣诞礼物嘛，
5A.
5/8.
Wait.
那你告诉我一下吧，咱圣诞节之前去一下呗。我想
嗯
我对你们想买个香水。
Will be this equal to?
没有，我自己也想买一
7
个
For
out of
8.
8. 7 out of 8.
爱马仕带一带一点些东西嘛，就日常
Right.
需要的一些
It's 7 out of 8.
花的嘛。
Yes.
But do we know how we get there?
稍微
I just did it by multiplying 1
因为
by
其实你
4 by 2, so that's 2 out of 8. And I just did it again with that other one of 4, and then just added.
日嘛，那小妹给我买了个那个龟背的按摩器，原买的话90块钱嘛，就也还好，
So
但也是
yeah,
就是
1/4
没有
once
什么
again
钱的话，你
is
给
2 out of
It's
8.
2/8, and then 3 out of 8, 3/8, and then, yeah.
然后平时你看我儿子
So
生
it's
日
7 over 8,
买的东西，
Oh yeah.
right?
回的东西也差不多相等，对吧？而且我家2个娃。对呀、所以我就在想，我们去香奈儿换一换。
And how would you do 4B? 1/3 plus 1/12.
没有啊，
Hmm.
说有个 Mr. Lee 的香，味道很香的。
1/3.
那我也想换一个，我家有
For 112.
我想要，
5
对，
out
因为
of 12.
闻到了嘛，我就想有点
5 out of 12.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
5 out of 12, right?
Yeah.
Because once again, 1/3 is
我买了2个。
1/3 is
星期四过来是
412, yeah, and then
我送你
112 is 112.
啊，要你让你买，
yeah, which is
你
5
看
out
贼
of
把我的
12,
狂法。
512.
right? Cool.
你那啥呀？你过来看看你喜欢哪一种吧。哇，
Yep. Now let's look at. Let's look at another question.
一个是
You guys
24
got it?
金日本的
Yeah.
刮刮，一个是美国的
2C.
是刮刮，
2C, okay.
Yeah, 5/12 plus 1/4.
就是豆干的，还是刮刮刮。来，徐贝，你过来跳。
8 out of 12. 8 out of 12.
12. Equal.
Right, 8 out of 12.
Yeah,
But-
12.
We can simplify it. 8 out of 12.
然后真的
24?
刮了很
Nope
勤的，晚上坐在那个
Not
烤
24.
Wait, so
刮了3天以后呢，
8,
然后
12, okay, so
8/12.
哇，
how do I split?
So we all agreed that the answer is 8/12, right?
812, yeah.
然后那个 我主要
So
啥呀？
once again, we know that we could multiply the
No,
top and
5, 6,
bottom by
5,
the same.
6.
No, it's not 5, 6.
Oh.
So do we agree that 8 12s, you can multiply the top and bottom by the same thing? We're gonna call the number n.
当然那也没用啊，我觉得那是不用把它写完写，直接把你以前那些什么
This will all be
Huh?
over 12, right?
刚刚在的什么
N can be anything. Do we agree?
Yes.
Right.
还好的，但除
So
了就
this
是
is you can if you multiply the top and bottom by the same thing, no matter what you do, it will be equal to the original fraction.
豆豆的嘛，那两项不能算，
Right.
它不是
So what if we do 8? Comes out
就把那些穿上的你也不可
1
惜啊。
4th over 12
然后你知道吗？我老公都
1
把那个
4th.
马里的裤子都
Isn't the same thing? What would that be?
我说怎么？
That'll be 8 divided by 4.
新的旧的不学
2, 8.
Nope. Mhm.
旧的不学新的不
Oh,
来
that
了
would
只
Oh,
Divide.
4, 8, 4, 8.
你上班唱了
No,
唱除非你爱唱
let's divide.
2 and
他
then
还真的把后面的一些 polo 那些放
So what is 8 divided by
What
4?
is 2 out of 3?
2 out
Right.
of 3.
2 all of 3. Right, precisely.
Because 8 divided by 4, 2, and then 12 divided by 4 equals 3.
Right, you have to divide it by the same thing. This is how you get this. It's kind of confusing, right? Once again, fractions.
Mm.
想法自己空空话下来也挺那啥的。
They're very, very tricky.
请你吃小五，我们去吃海底捞。海底捞，哦，你顶着，我想到好久了，现在也不去。
Let's do 2b. 1 6 plus 2 thirds. 1 6 plus 2
5,
thirds.
6.
不是盐，
It's
Right,
5, 6.
Right, it
5,
is 5 6.
6.
你过来，过来，我给你，哎，有肉
Once
吗？
again, yeah, we turn 2 thirds into 4 over 6, right?
可好吃了。
Because 2 third is 4, 6, and plus
我
1,
儿子一个人能吃5个。
Right,
5, 6.
yep. Nice.
不是他那个福州
Looks
人
like
做
we got the gist of it. About.
蛋，就是。
All right, let's do the one last one. 2a.
肉包
2
9 Yeah, 2 9 plus a third.
能吃得出来的那种，
5,
太
9.
出来了。
Yeah, 5 9.
好好吃那个，我跟你说，我如果真的是说那个想吃的话，也能吃5个，
Sounds good.
很小，6个都没问题。
Now let's look at let's just look at the last word question.
啊，我
There
们
it
人
is.
家都
2 first
Yeah,
row.
about, about 2/5 kilogram of shrimps
5 out of 10.
for which
5
one?
out of 10.
挑，你知道吗？
For 8a. Let me just
没有，
do
我
that.
告诉你哈，我们是如果我们肚子饿是吧？拿2块西兰米西里，或者说那个不辣虾锅贴都能吃。哎，俺老公呢？
All right, let's see.
你不是说你要不要吃 barbecue？
Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna call the person
然后呢，
person M.
他老
All
公
right.
叫什么？哎呀，我不爱吃人鱼。
So person M bought 2 out of 5 kilograms of shrimps, right? So we're just gonna call it 2.5. Now person C bought 1/10 less than M. So what would that be? How would you write it out?
110.
Yeah, but
你说到
it's not cheap.
餐
The
餐具
person bought 1/10. It's 1/10 less
你
than
你老公
person
在
M.
忙啊？
Oh, okay.
So what would you write that? It would be
1,
person
5.
M. Nope. It's 1/10 less than person M. So just
Okay,
subtract
so
right?
310.
Right,
挺好的。
precisely.
Because,
我老公说啥
Mhm.
我上次我问你，
let's see.
你再晚一点到
Right.
啊？
How did I
你
do
看你
that
上班
again?
时间，
Oh yeah, so 2, 5 is 410, and you'd subtract it equals 310.
约好了呗。
Right. Now, how much did it buy together?
你老公也跟你不同路线，
310.
估计不会，我觉得
No, like-
Oh, and together.
All
Oh,
together, all together.
710.
7
那个
tenths.
LV 被抢光了，
Right, 7 tenths.
其他也没啥。
Right. Because once again, this equals to will be equal to
对啊，你说爱马仕不按 Friday 那些，不是说那个谁会去？
what would this fraction be equal
你如
to?
果说你说那个不按 Friday 那
The
些，
what do you mean?
电脑上
Like if we
同时
if
的人会去抢。
like we know that's 7 over 10, right? But how would you know it's 7 over 10? We have 2 over 5 and 3 over
Because
10.
2 over 5 equals 4 out of 10, and then
Right.
you
So 4
add,
over 10. Right.
you add it,
还是
and
弄
then
圆
Yep.
7 tenths.
Good job.
你儿子最近有没有亲瘦了？
It's kind of important that you just like go through this in your head and make sure it's like it all works. Best to write it out, I would say.
我没瘦吗？
For example, you could make mistakes. You could think like, oh, a
Yes.
third. So
现在
a
在
third, it will be 4 over 12, right? But you could just like mess it up and say it's maybe 3 over 12.
对啊，
Then
走得快
like
呀
you just forget.
你星期天才走
So
的快。
best to write it out. That's my suggestion.